Chapter 3 Adobe Flash CS6 Tools Introduction. Lesson Objectives. Features of Flash. Adobe Flash Professional CS6. Create a new file in Flash. Different panels in Adobe Flash Professional CS6. The Tools panel. Drawing a trunk. Timeline panel. Adobe Flash Professional CS6 is a Flash design tool which you can download to create animations and applications. It will integrate with other Adobe programs such as Adobe Photoshop and Dreamweaver for design purposes and multiple SDKs and development. In this chapter, you will learn to start Adobe Flash Professional CS6, create a new Flash CS6 document, and get familiar with Adobe Flash Professional CS6 interface. You will also learn to work with various panels. Features of Flash. The basic features of Flash include simple vector-based drawing tools, animations that can include audio and video, and simple and complex interactions. Attractive designs. Flash allows the use of visual effects that will ease the creation of animations, presentations, and forms and make them more attractive and professional. Font optimization. It also includes some readability options for small size fonts that makes our text more comfortable to read. Consolidated libraries. You can search any object existing in your movies faster browsing your open libraries from a single panel. More powerful animation. Flash allows much more control of the interpolations, setting a new edition mode from which one can edit the velocity, the rotation, shape, color, and movement of the image. More powerful graphics. Flash saves these graphics as vector images that are much smaller than bitmaps. Starting Adobe Flash Professional CS6. To start Adobe Flash, click on Start button and scroll down to Adobe Production Premium CS6 and select Adobe Flash Professional CS6. The Adobe Flash Professional CS6 welcome screen will be displayed as shown here. Tools. Includes frequently used tools such as selection tools, drawing tools, and text tools. Panels. Flash includes more than 20 panels that offer detailed control of objects, animation, and more. Most are disabled until a document is open. Here are some of the most important panels. Properties. A context-based panel which has properties of any selected object. Library, a collection of reusable objects called symbols. Align, allows many ways to align objects to each other or the stage. Timeline, a set of layers similar to Photoshop plus frames that span time. Change workspace, allows for quick changes between different layout options. Create a new file in Flash. To create a new Flash CS6 document, choose ActionScript 3.0 from the Create New area of the welcome screen. Alternatively, choose File, New from the menu bar. The New Document dialog box will be displayed as shown dialog box. Choose ActionScript 3.0 from the General tab and then click the OK button. A new Flash file will be created. Exploring the Adobe Flash Professional CS6 interface. The interface of Flash CS6 consists of a Stage, Tools panel, Timeline panel, Properties panel, Menu bar, and Application bar. Using the tools in this interface, you can create interactive websites and digital animations, as well as edit and add elements to your movie. You can also import files from Adobe Illustrator, Adobe Photoshop, and Adobe After Effects in Flash CS6. Let us know the facts. Flash Professional CS6 and the Android Market Flash Professional CS6 support the publishing of AIR applications for Android, so developers can deliver the applications to the Android market. Workspace. Flash now comes with preset workspaces that organize the screen automatically. The Flash workspace is divided into various features with their own functionality. Individual designers and developers like to customize the Flash screen by moving the panels and other screen elements to different positions. All of these workspaces are customizable. If you would ever like to go back to the default layout for a workspace, select Reset. You may even save your own favorite layouts by selecting New Workspace. Below are screenshots of some common workspace layouts: Essentials, Designer, and Classic. Notice the properties, tools, stage, and the timeline are located in various places in each one. Stage. Stage is an area where all activities are performed that the viewers see when a movie is being played. The gray area surrounding the stage is called pasteboard. Anything in the pasteboard is not visible in the final output. You can change the color and size of the stage by using the options in the New Document dialog box and the Properties panel. Let us know the fact. The toolbox contains the toolbar, which is very similar to other graphic package toolbars. Tools panel. The Tools panel is divided into 6 sections. The Selection section consists of the tools that are used for selecting an object or part of an object. The Drawing section consists of tools that are used to create objects, text, shapes, and decorative patterns. The Editing section consists of tools that are used to edit the existing object. The View section consists of tools that are used to pan and zoom in or out in the stage. The Color section consists of tools that are used to specify or modify the color of the border and fill of an object. The Options section of the Tools panel displays the options and modes of the selected tool. In Flash, the outline of an object is called stroke and the color filled inside an object is called fill. The black triangle next to a tool indicates that there are some more hidden tools in the respective tool category. These tools are called hidden tools. To display the hidden tools, press and hold the left mouse button on that tool. A flyout will be displayed with all the hidden tools. Let us know the fact. When you invoke a tool, the properties of that tool are displayed in the Properties panel. The Tools panel. Here are the main tools and their uses. Selection tool, selecting whole object and moving them. Subselection tool, selecting partial objects. Line tool, drawing straight lines. Lasso tool, selecting irregular shaped pieces of an object. Pen tool, drawing non-straight and curved lines. Drawing a trunk. Step 1. Open Drawing Tools. Step 2. You will use the brush tool to draw the left and right sides of the trunk. First, select the brush tool. Set the brush shape to round. Select a fill color for the trunk. We used 999900. Draw one side and then the other by clicking and dragging the mouse. If you do not like your shape, you may undo at any time. Continue using the brush tool to fill in the trunk and add a few branches. Step 3. Again, using the brush tool, you could add a hole to the tree, change the fill color to black and draw the hole. Step 4. Add additional enhancements until you are satisfied. You may add a vertical line to show texture on the trunk. Drawing the top of the tree. Step 5. One way to draw branches is to just take a green oval and mash it up into an odd-shaped blob which can be repeated a number of times. Each of the repeated shapes may be different shades of green. may be stretched differently and may be larger or similar. Step 6. Draw a green oval like the one on the left. We used color number 006633. Copy and paste it near the original. Change the shape of the original in any way you like. Now, copy the new shape and paste 5 to 10 additional copies. Each one can be changed and positioned as you desire. Step 7. When completed, it might look something like this. Drawing a trunk. Step 1. Open Drawing Tools. Step 2. You will use the brush tool to draw the left and right sides of the trunk. First, select the brush tool. Set the brush shape to round. Select a fill color for the trunk. We used 999900. Draw one side and then the other by clicking and dragging the mouse. If you do not like your shape, you may undo at any time. Continue using the brush tool to fill in the trunk and add a few branches. Step 3. Again, using the brush tool, you could add a hole to the tree, change the fill color to black and draw the hole. Step 4. Add additional enhancements until you are satisfied. You may add a vertical line to show texture on the trunk. Drawing the top of the tree. Step 5. One way to draw branches is to just take a green oval and mash it up into an odd-shaped blob which can be repeated a number of times. Each of the repeated shapes may be different shades of green, may be stretched differently and may be larger or similar. Step 6. Draw a green oval like the one on the left. We used color number 006633. Copy and paste it near the original. Change the shape of the original in any way you like. Now, copy the new shape and paste 5 to 10 additional copies. Each one can be changed and positioned as you desire. Step 7. When completed, it might look something like this. Timeline panel. The timeline is one of the most important toolbar in Flash. On a timeline, you have frames and keyframes. A frame is simply an intermediary between keyframes. There is no change in the amount of objects on the stage during a normal frame. The timeline header in the timeline panel displays the frame numbers and the playhead indicates the current frame displayed in the stage. Various options in the timeline panel are discussed next. New layer. The New Layer button is used to create a new layer. New folder. The New Folder button is used to create a new folder that can be used to organize layers. Delete. The Delete button is used to delete the selected layer. Go to First Frame. The Go to First Frame button is used to place the playhead on frame 1 in the timeline panel. Step back one frame. The Step Back one frame button is used to move the playhead backward by one frame from the current frame. Play. The Play button is used to play the animation in the stage. Step forward one frame. The Step Forward one frame button is used to move the playhead forward by one frame from the current frame. Go to Last Frame. The Go to Last Frame button is used to place the playhead on last frame of the animation in the timeline panel. Center Frame. The Center Frame option is used to center the timeline on the current frame. Loop. The Loop button is used to specify a range of frames to play repeatedly during animation. Onion Skin. Flash has an option known as onion skinning. The onion skin button allows you to view a range of frames both before and after the current frame, progressively fading them out as if they are layered on translucent paper on top of each other. By dragging the edges of the grayed block in the timeline, start onion skin and end onion skin markers, you can expand or reduce the number of frames displayed in the onion skin mode, refer to figure. Let us know the fact. Creating the animation loop. Every program that performs animation by drawing at regular intervals needs an animation loop. Onion skin outlines. The onion skin outlines button is used to display the objects on the frames between start onion skin and end onion skin markers as outlines. The onion skin outlines mode is used for long and detailed animations. Edit multiple frames. The Edit Multiple Frame button is used to enable editing of all frames between onion skin markers. Modify markers. The Modify Markers button is a part of the onion skin. The Modify Markers fly out to control the number of frames before and after the current frame that will be displayed in onion skin overlay. On choosing this button, a fly out is displayed as shown. In this fly out, choose the required range of markers. The options in this fly out are discussed next. Always show markers. The Always Show Markers option is used to display the onion skin markers whether or not the onion skin is on. Anchor markers. The Anchor Markers option is used to lock the onion skin markers to their current position in the timeline header. Marker Range 2. The Marker Range 2 option is used to apply markers on 2 frames on either side of the current frame. Marker Range 5. The Marker Range 5 option is used to apply markers on 5 frames on either side of the current frame. Marker Range All. The Marker Range All option is used to apply markers to all frames. Current Frame. The Current Frame option displays the frame on which the playhead is placed. You can also scrub the current frame value to place the playhead on the required frame. Frame Rate. The Frame Rate option is used to specify the speed at which the movie will be played. By default, the frame rate is set to 24 frames per second. You can change the frame rate from the Properties panel, the Timeline panel, or the New Document dialog box. Elapsed Time. The Elapsed Time option is used to display the time that has elapsed in your animation at the frame that you have selected. Show or Hide All Layers. The Show or Hide All Layers button is used to display or hide the contents of the layers. Lock or Unlock All Layers. To lock or unlock all your layers all at once, click the Lock or Unlock All Layers icon. Click the icon again to return to unlocked layers. It is mostly used to freeze or defreeze the layers. Let us know the fact. A frame is simply an intermediary between keyframes. There is no change in the amount of the objects on the stage during a normal frame. Let us know the fact. If a layer is frozen in the Timeline panel, no changes can be made in that layer. Show All Layers. The Show All Layers as Outlines button is used to display only the contents of the layers. Working with Library. The library in Flash stores all the media files such as bitmaps, graphics, sound files and video clips that you import, and symbols that you create in a Flash document. You can organize items in the library in folders and sort them by their type. You can also open the library of the other Flash documents in the current document to make the library items available from that file. Library Panel. By default, the Library panel is located next to the Properties panel in the Essentials workspace. To display the Library panel, choose Window, Library from the menu bar. The various parts of the Library panel are as follows. Item Preview Window. The Item Preview window displays the selected item in the Library panel. Pin Current Library. The Pin Current Library button is used to pin the Library panel to make it stay active across multiple Flash documents. New Library Panel. The New Library Panel button is used to create a new library panel that will stay across multiple Flash documents but is active only in the document in which it is created. New Symbol. The New Symbol button displays the Create New Symbol dialog box that is used to create a new symbol. New Folder. The New Folder button is used to create a new folder in the library panel. Properties. The Properties button displays the Symbol Properties dialog box of the selected symbol. Delete. The Delete button is used to delete the selected symbol or folder. Importing images. You can import images of different formats such as PNG, GIF, JPG, JPEG, and so on in Flash CS6. To import an image to the stage, choose File, Import, Import to Stage from the menu bar. The Import dialog box will be displayed. In this dialog box, browse and select the required image and then choose the Open button. If you choose File, Import, Import to Library from the menu bar, the image will be saved in the library panel. You can drag and drop images from the library panel to the stage. Let us know the fact. In Flash CS6, every workspace has its own setting of panels. Let us know the fact. The two basic selection tools are Selection and Lasso tools. Importing sound. User can also import sound in Flash. Follow these steps to import a sound into your library. Create a new Flash document and choose File, Import, Import to Library. Browse and choose an MP3. Choose Window, Library to launch the library panel. The sound appears in the library with the speaker icon. Select the sound and check out the preview window. Flash CS6 consists of a sound library containing different sounds that can be used for sound effects. To open the sound library, choose Window, Common Libraries, Sounds from the menu bar. The sound formats that Flash CS6 supports are ASND, WAV, MP3, AIFF, Sun AU, and sound-only QuickTime movies. Undo and redo in Flash CS6. In Flash CS6, you can undo and redo the actions performed by using the undo and redo commands. To undo an action performed earlier, choose Edit, Undo from the menu bar or press Ctrl+Z. Similarly, to redo an action, choose Edit, Redo from the menu bar or press Ctrl+Y. You can also use the History panel to undo multiple steps. To display the History panel, choose Window, Other Panels, History from the menu bar. Let us know the fact. The ASND Adobe Sound document is the native sound format of Adobe Sound Booth. Saving Flash document. To save a document, choose File, Save, enter a name for the file and choose a location on your hard drive to save it. You can save Flash work files in FLAC format or the new. Save the Flash document as template. To save a document, choose File, Save, enter a name for the file and choose location on your hard drive to save it. You can save Flash work files in FLAC format or the new. In this message box, choose the Save as Template button. The Save as Template dialog box will be displayed. Flash lets you save the file as a template that can be used later in other Flash documents. Step 4. In the Save as Template dialog box, specify a name for the file and select the category. You can select the preset categories or create your own category. Next, give the description to the category optional and then choose the Save button. Previewing your work. You can preview your work in Flash CS6 to check whether you're getting the required output. To see how the final output will appear to viewers, Step 1. Choose Control Test Movie in Flash Professional from the menu bar. Step 2. Press Ctrl plus Enter. The untitled hashtag preview window will be displayed. Step 3. The untitled one file has the .swf extension and is the rendered output of the Flash document. Let us know the fact. When you press Ctrl plus Enter, Flash creates a SWF file from the FLA file. You can view the sizes of all the SWF files created from the current FLA file in the Properties panel. Flash CS6 is free. Adobe Flash Professional CS6 is a Flash design tool which you can download to create animations and application. This free trial will enable you to produce content for web, smartphones and digital platforms. Key points: title bar, menu bar, tool palette, stage work area, property inspector window, timeline panel, layers panel are the components of Flash window. The two basic selection tools are selection and lasso tools. The stage is a rectangular workspace area where we place our contents or create drawing or movie. Frames are the rectangular cells which appear on the timeline and help in creating animations in Flash. Flash CS6 consists of sound library containing different sounds that can be used for sound effects. In Flash CS6, we can undo and redo the actions performed by using the undo and redo commands.